Oh, wow, that thing really does start quickly. Oh, I'm going to have to pay more attention. All right, we finally got this thing rolling after all this time.
Something like that.
There's 4 people.
There's 4
All
people?
right,
That's sad.
That is definitely a start. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, do not lose your helmet. It is your responsibility to make sure you have your costumes in all the right drawers. Helmets and prop rifles and bullets too. How's everybody doing? Thank you, everybody, for waiting this long to get this show rolling.
I'm doing good. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm all right. You know,
Oh, Burnside.
Yeah, what's up?
Your live just disconnected off of my phone. It says something went wrong.
Oh, that's weird.
No, we're still live.
Yeah, it says it's been live right now.
Yeah, no, it's rolling. I'm watching it. We're good.
So something must be wrong on your side.
Right, it's the damn Chinese hackers.
It ain't the Chinese this time. Remember, it's the Fed boys.
Oh boy.
Careful. Just wait till bloody Democrats go after even replica weapons.
Oh, I'm sure they will eventually. I'm sure they will eventually. Which for the next project, I will probably replace this thing because I have absolutely used and abused the hell out of this thing. You know,
I think he should do, mate, is get out of Chirac.
No, I'm not gonna.
You have to.
No.
You need to, man. It will ruin you.
That's why I put this ridiculous get up on it. Summer now, so I have to change camouflage.
But here's the difference. You get out of there, go to a different state. You can wield your proper weapons. And you're less likely to be shot.
True.
Just in general, because it's Chirac.
So I won't be shot at. Okay, that is something to take into consideration. But I have to figure out how to get there without being shot at to begin with. So,
well, obviously, you managed to get through the streets anyways to do groceries.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know all the back ways around, and I'm close enough to the border anyways. So
that's because you got chased through half of them.
Yeah, it's just if I'm going to go westward, I have to go through the other parts of the city. You know.
Here's the difference, mate. I'm serious. Get out of the state before it's too late.
Well, I'm right on the border of Indiana. It's not. I technically get out of the state every other day. It's just I have to come back.
You know what I mean? Get out and stay out.
Hold on, y'all. Oh, I'm still here. I'm just cutting my camera off for a second.
All right.
I lost the ball.
She's just being a bit. What's the word? Shy.
No, I lost the ball to my lip ring.
Uh-oh. All right.
Well, really unfortunate.
I guess I'm not the only person who's losing stuff. That tends to happen.
The only thing you've lost are your marbles.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
It's all right. Instead, you now have ball bearings.
Yep. Anyways, before we get too wildly off it, all right. Introductions, everybody. Who wants to go first? Go on. Don't be shy.
Let's start with the knockoff Italian.
All right. You guys know the deal. I'm Scooby331. Just typical angry New Yorker. You know, that's just me. Go with Burnside to a lot of these different events to cover them live, like in DC. Yeah, that's my usual stick. I'm just a humble journalist.
Yep. Not too much of shit.
And thanks to his bloodline, an inheritor of the Roman Empire.
Oh, that's great.
He thinks I'm joking, and that's the best part.
No, I know. I get a kick out of it, that's all.
Oh, funny.
I guess I'll go then. My name is Crossfire. I'm just chilling. Good to be here. That's about it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you guys avatars at some point in time, because if we have too many of them circles that are generic, everyone's gonna confuse everybody for the other guy.
Well, see, I usually have my
That is
camera
very
on.
true.
I know. I just realized that after you turn yours off, and I was like, wait.
Well, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to see the face of God. It tends to blind people.
I just haven't screwed around with trying to get one yet. So, or
I mean,
get a profile
I can
picture
give you
yet.
one.
So.
Thing is, it will probably be a 12-year-old's, what's the word? School dip drawing.
Oh,
I'm here. I'm changing. Hi, I'm Mandy. I don't need a special introduction. Hi.
Well, little me, God, Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah, take your pick. There's so many names out there. Creator of your beautiful world and planner of your inevitable end.
Here, I sent you an avatar.
What happened?
I sent you an avatar. In
Ah.
Discord. I figured you'd like that.
I'll try and figure out how to do this without.
Though there are some rumors that
stupid.
Allah might be the best name to apply to me, since the universe is said to have started with an explosion after all.
Oh, I am using an AK-47 right now.
Huh, get out your Quran.
Hold on, I'm cutting my camera off for a second.
I don't see a profile picture thing in settings.
That should be, go to the 3 dots next to the microphone and see if you can do it that way. If
Oh,
not,
yeah, edit audio, edit avatar.
yes!
I have to save
Watch
that
the
picture.
buttons, you can do this.
Oops.
With me, you can do this. The Avatar Olympics.
I like it for this one, but I'll probably switch it to something stupid like my Discord avatar or something.
Oh yeah, your Discord one is hysterical. You could probably use the same one.
Yeah, I just have to find that file.
Written to make your work.
That'll take work.
All right. Do we want to do more bullshitting around, or do we want to get into the insane topics?
Let's get into the insane topics. They're gonna derail anyway.
There
Oh,
you are, mateys. Now you can see an avatar.
I'll figure it out. There we go.
Nice. That's better. I like that avatar. I always did.
Stats,
Of course.
very stats.
Everyone likes me.
Except those that don't believe in you. See,
And
there you go.
it's all right. Purgatory is for a long time.
Yeah.
There you go. Divinity in first and Crossfire in second to the Avatar.
Of course. It's all right.
All right. So, the first one is, I don't know if anyone's been checking on with what's been going on, but there have been 3 bills that have been attempting to be passed. There's HR 1, HR 8, and HR 127. All of them kind of suck in their own special way, and there's more to come, I'm absolutely sure. Have you guys heard about them? I know everyone here has at least heard of 127.
Well, I've heard of them.
Uh,
They pay attention.
I
Because,
was, yeah. 127 was the gun bill, right?
Yep, 127 is the gun bill. Yep, that one's got a lot of people losing their absolute
Yeah.
mark.
And I know and then I know HR 1 was pushed through the House today.
Yep.
Now let's see if there's enough Democrats with IQs above room temperature to prevent it from passing.
We're gonna wait and see.
Now let's see whether or not Bernie truly is pro-gun like he said he used to be.
Mm-hmm. And HR 8, last I checked, did actually pass.
Yes, but I believe it was sent back to the house for editing.
The stimulus bill was signed, and it is already started with the direct deposits of the stimulus check.
Ah,
Yeah, and you know what that means? I would advise all of you to get involved in something to say, make yourself a bit of cash. Dogecoin.
oh, definitely. I actually do have an account set up with Schwab, and I'm trying to put money into it because the thing that sucks is I got it activated, and by
Coinbase works.
Huh?
Coinbase.
What am I?
Coinbase.
Coinbase.
That's a legit thing. Huh. You know, I've been getting ads for that on the one video game I've been playing, and I actually thought that thing was dog shit. I didn't think it was an actual thing, so I was like, phone app.
And as much as I distrust Robinhood, they technically let you trade it.
Yeah, I've got my free Robinhood account, but I haven't used it in years. And by the time I got around to scantily remembering my password, they pulled the pants down from everybody and decided to anally rape them with a bayonet that goes on this exact rifle. Now I just need to find that bayonet and clean it.
You know what's great for a gun? Putting a knife on it.
Oh yeah, yeah. So, well, I guess I'll have to use Coinbase then because I was just going the legit route with Schwab and everything, which is why it took a day and a year. And the next thing I know, I check back and it jumps right up to $200 from 60, and I think, oh motherfucker, the one time I don't have. You know.
Well, that's the thing. I got a few thousand Doge, all right. So, if it doubles or even triples in value, that means, well, I'll make some cash.
Nice.
What I should have done is got it when it was less than a penny. I could have made 20 times in value. I could have had 100K.
Oh yeah, Timmy Pool's been going on and on and on about how if people only bought.
Only bought this specific thing.
Oh yeah, I found it absolutely hysterical. He's like, okay, your options were at the time at that given year was either A, go ahead and buy Toy Story 3, or B, go ahead and invest in Bitcoin. And it's like,
A lot of people went into Bitcoin.
yeah.
And now there were several new millionaires born as a result.
Oh yeah. Oh, Comrade Ellis decided to show up.
Comrade.
Sure, why not? We'll bring him on.
Oh, wait, no,
Okay,
the communist.
Oh yes, he's a commie. He's a Greek commie.
No, keep that fucker out of here.
Oh no, Mandy wanted to meet him anyways, so
Keep
why not?
him out.
Oh, do I have a victim?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, this bugger. All right. Even though I had to prove him wrong about stuff, he still would argue against it.
Yep.
This is gonna devolve quickly.
Read through some of the stuff you were talking about, and yeah, you were pretty spot on. I'm not gonna lie. Now, in that actual bill against
He would deny a genocide, for Pete's sake. Do you really want a genocide denier in here?
Oh, this is great.
all right.
I gotta hit the head. I'll be right back.
Denying a genocide is one sure as heck quick way to get your bloody YouTube cut.
I'm hitting the facilities. I'll be right back.
All right.
Cool.
Damn it. All right. I gotta actually find him in his damn server.
Don't, matey.
God damn it.
I'm serious. It's not a good idea.
Where was his?
I get a victim.
Where the hell did I put his? Now, see how this is a problem. Now, oh, thank you. Now you made it easier. I couldn't find the damn thing. Thank you. There you go.
You dumb fool.
He had to actually call me in order for me to find him because he was all the way at the bottom of the list.
Dumb fool.
Wait, what?
Also, there was something I figured out quite recently about him in Greece. Did you know Greece is the primary producer of cotton in Europe?
Oh, I thought that was
That
China.
means Nope. They're the cotton pickers of Europe.
Oh, what do you know?
Well, they aren't white, so.
Oh, here he comes. Oh, smoking.
Of course.
This is
Oh,
common.
I remember him.
Who said that? I
Ow.
think Scoop told me that you're not a communist until you have like an iconic bird and stage 4 lung cancer. I'm like, all right, I'm on track.
You're working on the cancer.
Well, either that or die of a stroke.
Burnside, I
There you go.
remember him.
Well,
Oh,
that's-
Jesus, he really is upping the cancer.
I'm smoking Camel, by the way.
Oh, nice.
I found the picture for my PFP or for my Discord profile.
Nice. So, Hellas, I have to ask,
Yeah.
in the cigarettes, do they actually give you the little coupon rations? Like they, like they
Yeah.
do for Polish AKs?
Yep.
Oh, God, I knew that was the thing.
I mean, I lose social credit for buying them, but who cares, right?
That's absolutely hysterical. Oh, my God. Because I heard about that. It's one of the gun guys I'm usually watching all the time. He was reviewing Polish AKs. And Crossfire, your camera's on. Oh no!
I know, I fixed it.
And you lost your avatar. Oh, you're failing miserably today. You look
Did you
like
ever
you
have it to begin with?
messed up your damn avatar. You lost it. You lost the. There you go. You still lost the Olympics.
Well, he lost the Special Olympics, which is actually pretty sad.
But yeah, hell, it's just
The worst part is he was the referee.
because I guess when Poland was part of the Soviet Union, what the stipulation that they had, or
Nope.
just how the ration system worked, is they
Nope.
actually would have to get those coupons so that they could
Nope.
actually go to the grocery stores.
Not part of the Soviet Union.
Not part of the Soviet Union?
No, it was the Polish People's Republic, a socialist state,
yes.
but not part of the Soviet Union.
Oh, you mean only in name would be separate?
No, it wasn't part of the Soviet Union. It's like saying the United Kingdom is part of the United States. That's retarded. Or Canada.
Except
It's not-
that's entirely different.
Well,
No, it's
actually,
not.
the United Kingdom did
It's not.
If you want to make a better comparison, compare it
way
to
around,
me.
it could work.
The
I don't know
thing
what
is,
you're talking about, man.
tell me, who called shots?
The
Was it
government.
the Kremlin?
No.
Then who was it?
I mean, the Kremlin had influence and authority, just like
They
your
had
government has
entire-
influence and authority. No, this cannot happen, you know. Let
Did they
me
have-
reply to your question. It
Hold
did
on,
have
that's
authority and influence, but the final calls were part of the government. And this is why we see a lot of communist states, like a lot of capitalist states, actually started supporting opposing factions in civil wars in Africa or in Latin America, which
Or like with current
Funny,
Russia and Ukraine.
No, Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union. You're opening a new
No, I
subject.
said current Russia and Ukraine.
What about them?
You know how they've been taking it over and stuff.
Russia actually admitted to giving them support because they have been sending mercenaries over there. Long story.
Oh,
short.
you mean in Donetsk?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Donetsk and Luhansk, the Novorossiysk.
Yeah, it's true. They were involved there, the Russians.
Nuzballs!
Yeah, because I know during the Bush War, there was kind of like a similar thing going on where it was the Soviets were backing a couple factions.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
we were trying to back a couple of factions. That's just because
And
like communist Poland, and I just assumed that it was either like a Soviet puppet government or was
They
somehow
were, effectively, yeah.
no, and you see the
The
same
Kremlin
thing.
called the shots.
No, and you see the same thing happening in many factions, and you see countries that are allied that have opposing interests in some cases. So it's quite hilarious.
Sounds interesting and convoluted and confusing. All right, but nonetheless, the one thing that I thought was funny is that the guy on the gun channel would basically every time someone would actually order one of these Polak AKs or like a like hit port or something like that, what they do is they'd send him a whole stack of those coupons so that they could actually go to the store and stuff. And they're like, this was the Soviet standard. You could get them with cigarettes. So that's why I had to ask if you actually got them in your cigarettes. Because
Well,
you are a
not-
communist, you should have those in your
Yeah,
cigarettes.
not on Camel cigarettes, but yeah.
There you go.
God, that's fucking hysterical. Oh, God. Well, all the bullshit and such aside, we were getting into some of the bills that we wound up having passed in recently.
What's the new bill?
We've got HR 1, HR 8, and HR 127. Long story short, HR 8, if I remember correctly, has indeed passed, and that's basically for gun control, or so they say gun control, which is basically what they're trying to do is attempt to be stricter on the background check. So if you actually want to get a real one of these and not a prop gun like the one you see here, they want you to go through an extensive criminal background check, which, wait for it, you already do.
So what changes?
So I don't know if they just didn't tell Biden or they didn't tell whoever was in the legislature at the time that this was just a common thing in every other state.
Is that a federal law?
They always
Yeah.
keep trying to do it. Like,
There already are federal background checks.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're
but
trying
is this-
to increase it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like it's an attempt to be more thorough. Long story short, because what they want to do is if you're in a state like in Illinois where you have to wait like 2 or 3 days to get your rifle because they have that holding period, or 2 or 3 days to get your handgun. Long story short, any form of firearm, they have like a holding period for background
They have
checks.
it here in Florida too.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting. So basically, their general concern is that because, like, yes, from my understanding of it, because of the gun rush to get things like these, because of all the riots and stuff we had last year over the summer, because of that massive uptick that practically broke every single record we have in the book for gun sales since the United States has existed, they decided we need to be thorough with background checks. And everyone else went, but we already are. No, more thorough. And they put HR 8 through, and everyone really was like, okay, we're just going to pass it because we already do this. So it's like, what are we going to do? Are we going to have them wait 2 or 3 more days in the states that already have the holdovers? Are we going to make them sit an extra 5 minutes or 5 hours while they're sitting around the phone going between the FBI?
Of course. Gotta make it a nightmare enough so that they give up.
Maybe.
What's going on with the minimum wage? The $15 bill.
They tried to do that with the stimulus package, but it didn't go through. Like that part of it. The stimulus package did go through, just that $15 minimum wage.
In the
didn't go
state
through.
of Florida, minimum wage is $15 an hour right now because it passed in Florida.
Okay.
But
it
will
passed on
allow
the
this because the state voted on it.
Yeah, that's the state minimum wage. Like New York State's is like $12.50, I think, for outside of New York City.
And California is 13 right now.
I was watching a video from TLDR, and America is actually ranked one of the lowest countries between, if not the lowest, from developed nations on minimum wage.
For minimum wage?
Yeah.
Are you talking federal or like
Federal?
state?
But
Yes.
it's how like half of your states have the federal, while the other half have passed their own laws to increase it.
One of the
But-
reasons for
yeah.
that is because each state has their own separate economy. The standard of living is different. If you go to, say, the middle of Mississippi,
You're
it's
right.
gonna be
You're right.
different from living in LA.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And in the state of Mississippi and the Appalachian Mountains, life expectancy there is lower than Bangladesh.
And they don't care.
And this is a fact.
They don't
This is a
care.
fact. This is a fact.
They don't care. They're happy with it.
That's in West Virginia, Hellas. That's not in Mississippi.
No, it's from the Mississippi up to West Virginia, like from the Appalachians down to Mississippi River.
You're right, but the Appalachian people you're thinking of, that's in West Virginia.
That's West Virginia, parts of Kentucky, and the South. Yeah,
Either way, they don't care.
so a lot of people care. Trust me.
No, They don't.
Well,
They're the ones who are affected by
okay,
it. And they don't care.
let me give you an example. A third of GoFundMe today are based on medical bills. A third
Yeah.
of them.
I wouldn't
So
surprise
you have people struggling and begging for money online. That's disgraceful.
Ironically, most of those are, well, it's just the medical industry's been fucked up. That's because of government, hospitals, and the health insurance companies.
Now, here is where I disagree. Americans
It's just
say
a fact.
that. I will tell you, American healthcare is trust. Let's get agreed on this. This is a fact. Now, the issue
we
where you
have amongst
disagree.
the highest life expectancy for
No, you
certain
don't.
diseases. Yeah, we do.
Certain diseases,
Come
maybe, but
back. We do.
really.
Yes, we do.
I think
Do you know that?
recovery rates
All
for
right, do you know
many
that?
diseases.
Yeah. Do you know that Cuba has a higher life expectancy than you?
Cuba?
Are you aware of this fact? Yes. Are you aware of this fact?
It was me.
Of
Are you
course.
aware-
You mean the nation that is
Yes.
full of propaganda and will say whatever they
Yes,
want.
okay. No, there is an issue between propaganda and facts. Facts are administered by international organizations with prestige and scientists. And if you
You
don't
mean
like,
those international nations
alright.
which have their own goals?
So,
yeah, okay, whatever.
So wait,
If you don't want Cuba as an example, take Argentina. Take any other third world nation. They surpass you. Third
okay,
world
so
nation.
what are we going by? Are we going by?
Argentina!
All right. You're derailing. I wanted to make a short point. The issue is that you Americans say that if you had universal basic healthcare, your taxes will go high, right? Now,
Yes.
actually, you are one of the most highly taxed nations in the world. You're more highly taxed
Yes,
than the
we
United
all
Kingdom.
are. We are also one of the
Canada.
largest nations in the world itself.
Yes. And all your taxes are going to nothing. All your taxes are not paying off as they pay on Canada, as
Yes,
they pay in the United
and
Kingdom.
no.
On
But I
Canada,
get your
Canadians, just a minute. Canadians pay 5 times less than you on healthcare. Brits pay 3 times less than you. And
Well, the British healthcare system's fucked, if you remember correctly.
the English part only. And even though it's fucked, as you say, it's much better than yours.
I would-
No, the wait times are horrible.
As far as
Well,
I know that they
first
have-
of all, their health care is better. They have higher life expectancy, lower
Nope.
infant mortality.
Nope.
They do. They do. Google it up.
Yes, so.
Also, you don't get to
The recovery rates from diseases are lower.
Also, you don't get to a massive debt for calling an ambulance. That's that you don't get.
That
well, I mean,
is the issue
every other day Canadians do get raped by moose. I mean, we do have that problem.
I will say, so my mom deals with like all of like the foreign like medical students that come into the U.S. to train train in these like in all the hospitals. Like she works for one specifically, but if we're the supposedly not the best healthcare system in the world, how come all these different foreign students are coming to the U.S. to train like at these hospitals and stuff?
My second cousin, is a doctor in Ohio. He's Greek,
That's
but
cool.
he moved to Ohio.
Fire.
Guess what?
Check Discord. Burnside. Check Discord.
Yeah.
Guess what?
You're
To make
looking.
money, because your pharmaceuticals and your doctors are highly paid.
That's
He's
because
making
the
a
healthcare
killing.
industry.
I'm saying these are students. I'm not saying
He's making a killing.
yes,
He's
they
a
are.
student himself.
He
He went
makes
to
a lot.
Ohio to study, and then he stayed there.
So all those people.
But you know what
are-
you know what they're also doing?
Which means we have
They're
more
also
doctors.
taking that medical knowledge back to their home country because
No, he stays in America right now. He stays in America.
Of course.
yes, because they're on visas.
We do have restrictions with those.
Yeah, but remember, medical certain visas are not as heavily affected right now.
Right.
Like work visas, if you work in the medical industry, aren't as affected.
Well, I don't know about that.
It is.
Like, my point
if
is
you're a
basically,
doctor that comes to the U.S., your visa is not affected. You still
I
have to
don't-
undergo
I don't know
quarantine
about
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah. Basically, my
don't know
point
about
is why are foreigners coming here or like here as in to the U.S.
To make
to
money.
learn from us and then go
I
back?
just want to say something. Let me say something since everybody else had a chance. Now it's my turn. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to everything.
I'll straighten up. Go right ahead.
Trying to be nice. I mean, shit, I've even changed my lip rings like 5 different times if y'all ain't noticed.
That's
Okay.
what I was waiting for you. I was
So
like,
if our taxes are going to the wrong thing, if it's going to nothing, then why is our health care getting better? Why are we able to come up with shots for like COVID, the swine flu, everything like that? Our taxes go to that. But the other countries come over here and learn from us. If we don't know what we're doing and everything's horrible here in the United States, why are people from other countries coming here to learn?
You're just inefficient. You're not horrible. You're just
What?
inefficient. You're inefficient. You're not horrible.
We're inefficient?
Yeah, and you didn't develop
We're
the COVID vaccine. You bought it from Pfizer, which is a
If
German
we
company.
were inefficient,
too.
then y'all's asses wouldn't be coming over here asking us to teach you what we know. We are not inefficient. Apparently, the other countries are if they're coming over here. I am sorry. I am trying to sit here and be quiet, but I cannot be quiet. I gotta lower my voice a little because I do have neighbors now.
Okay, it depends who you compare yourself to.
Do not say that the United States is inefficient. Because, sweetheart, if you were to get into an accident today and they had nothing that they would know what to do, who do you think that they would call on?
The Marines.
Wait, an accident on the United States? I didn't get the question.
Like,
Of course, you didn't get the question.
Car accident and
Because you're sitting up here on your little tower. Oh, where I'm from is better than anywhere else.
Definitely.
But
The life
Calm
expectancy
down,
here,
down a
Greek.
couple notches.
the life expectancy here is 5 years higher, and
Oh,
we are not
5
even
years.
the richer country.
Hey,
We are not even the
If
richer
you're
country.
5 years, if you are 5 years
well,
higher,
remember, you're leeching
where's
off
your
the rest
cancer
of the
cure?
EU. You're a dependent nation.
Definitely not.
If we're in sufficient, where the fuck's y'all's cancer cure? Since apparently y'all know everything and y'all are better. Wouldn't y'all already have a cure for cancer? Wouldn't y'all already have a cure for blindness?
Who has that? Who has that?
My point
Who has that?
exactly.
for years.
I'm telling you, your taxes are not going where they're supposed to go, and you're telling me we are number one. Like, can
I'm
we
not
have
saying we're
find
number
common
one.
ground?
Our taxes go to our
No,
health
you're not
care.
anymore.
As far
I
as
remember who you are because I've had words with you once before. You may not remember me, but I remember who you are, and I have said words with you before about it. Our taxes go to the United States. It goes to healthcare, Social Security. It goes for teachers. It goes for fixing the roads. It goes to everywhere it needs to go. So don't sit here and say that we're
goes to the military's healthcare.
Yes, it goes to
Thank you.
you pay government, you pay taxes to the federal level, you pay taxes to the state level, you pay taxes to your local communities, and
No, I don't. No, I
I
don't.
do.
We
Uh,
pay
okay.
state and federal.
they have,
all right, whatever.
Remember, the state
Fine,
is.
whatever.
You can.
state
You are
taxes
from.
except
I don't know.
for districts.
Just a minute. You are from like 5 different states. Of course, each one of you pays different taxes. I'm not debating this. I'm giving you an example, and I want to work on this example. And this example is that you pay taxes to everyone that exists, and at the end, you don't have a good education. You don't have free tertiary education. You don't have a good healthcare at all, and your roads and infrastructure that you're talking about, you have less high-speed rail than Uzbekistan. Less than Uzbekistan. In Uzbekistan, it's a third.
We don't need them.
small.
We don't need them. Most stuff
That's
is
what you
local.
say.
and
That's
we
what
buy
you
from
say.
each other.
Go
We
talk
have
to
some.
go
we
talk to the commuters. Go talk to commuters. You might not be commuting to your work, but one of these
No.
people might.
didn't Uzbekistan sign on to the Belt and Road Initiative and is getting screwed by it because they got subpar roads constructed by China? Correct me if I'm wrong with that, but didn't they sign up for that?
I think you should. I think you should all start building roads and infrastructure and railways just to get a few more jobs done, like FDR did back in the day. It will help you a lot,
Yeah, but
even if you don't need them. Even if you don't.
they're
need
doing
them.
that through
And-
Belt and Road, though, right?
Yeah, and Burnside, let me tell you something. If you have all the roads you need, all the railways you need, scrap them out, take them out, and rebuild them.
That makes
Just
no
again-
sense.
It does. It does. That's
How does that
Keynesian-
make sense? That's literally just like
Keynes
throwing
came with that
money.
idea.
That's literally just dumping money into doing nothing.
Yes,
like
but
you're
the
literally
money
just
that-
spending money. That money is going nowhere. You're literally
Yes.
building it, and then
Yes,
you're
but
destroying
the
it.
money that you're
And both
going
of that costs money.
the money that you are going to do them, you cut them from unemployment funds. You give jobs to people, so you don't have to pay them unemployment welfare. And then these people that have jobs spend their money on consumer goods, help businesses. Then you tax the businesses and get the money back.
Yeah, but you don't get rid of the railroads to put in new railroads in. They're not.
That's what you do. That's what you do. If you have nothing to do, that's what you do. That's what you do.
No, we just build more railroads. We don't have to.
Well, if you run out of space, I mean, if you run completely out of space, destroy everything and rebuild it.
But we have space. We don't have to resort to that.
Well, definitely, you're a whole continent by yourself.
Half a continent.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, half.
Yes, Canada is still technically connected.
Canada is full of snow and tundras. They don't count.
So is half of Montana.
They don't count either.
I mean, last I checked into the Belt and Road thing, Uzbekistan and, if I remember correctly, Serbia or a couple other of the Balkan states were getting screwed by it. So
Uzbekistan,
I mean,
Balkan.
yeah, if last I checked,
No,
China,
they're in Central Asia, Uzbekistan.
if you want, I can definitely look the video up and send it to you. But yeah, last I heard, like Uzbekistan and a couple other nations that were with the Belt and Road construction project, they were getting boned.
You're right on this, but Uzbekistan is not in the Balkans. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, they're not in the Balkans, but no, it was them in particular. It was Uzbekistan. It was one of the other Balkan nations, and
China is doing what you're not doing. They're lending money to people, putting them into debt, then buying them, and that's how it goes. You should try it.
They're also putting people into camps. So
based.
Hey, just like
you did that internment camps under FDR. They were based. They
He
were
was a
based.
Democrat, remember?
Yes, that's why I love him. That was based. You should do it again.
So you
That was
like
fucked up, in my
people-
opinion. Like,
So you like putting people you don't like into camps?
Yeah, definitely. If they
You
are
sound like a
council,
Nazi.
I don't like that idea.
doesn't mean that if you like camps, you like Nazis, right?
No, you like putting people you don't like into camps. That's what the
Yes,
Nazis.
but it has nothing to do with Nazism.
Why? They both put religious minorities.
Oh.
Or
If I make a camp that makes me a Nazi, no, not really.
no, but if you let me continue, which you have not been doing, all right.
Go
China
on.
puts a religious and ethnic minority into camps, work camps. They harvest their organs. They're forced to work. They do. We know that.
Yeah, where do you get that from?
I can actually send you as well another uncensored video on that. They've actually done a couple different extensive reports on it. If you want, I can look this stuff up and send it to you.
I don't disagree. There might be camps, but harvesting
There
the
are
organs is
camps.
something you're gonna
It's
say.
been confirmed. There's satellite images.
The Xinjiang internment camps.
Yeah.
No, I'm not debating that. I'm debating the organs part.
That's
That's
actually a thing.
definitely
We also know that happens. Yeah, that's going on in those camps.
You don't know
Yeah,
that.
let me for the hell of it, I'll go look on China Uncensored's channel, and I'll go ahead.
Oh no, please don't. China censor is trust.
Yeah,
Like,
It's not even like
They have at
if
least
if you told me
According to
CNN,
Business
I would be like,
Insider, this might be
I'll
a
be
little
like-
bit better.
Hey,
China
even-
is harvesting thousands of human organs from its Uyghur Muslim minority, UN human rights body hears.
okay, that's the UN human rights, fair enough. And what's the source again?
Let's go the EU.
It's Business Insider.
Business Insider. Okay, fair enough. That's
let's-
that's a step level. You know, if you tell me China censored a YouTube channel, I'll be like, really?
Yeah, they're
Like
still.
you don't get your information from YouTube. You get it from
Oh, okay, another good site. How about Health Europa? That's one of your EU recognized sites.
Health Europe. Okay.
Yeah, they also forced.
That's
organ
really
harvest.
cool, Mandy.
So Health Europa agrees that they are harvesting organs in the Uyghur community or something like that.
Yes, in the Uyghurs.
Okay, cool. Based.
you are. You can't really do anything more than yell.
No, remember the Nazis were socialists, so
Nope.
yeah, keep denying it.
Nope.
Keep denying it.
They privatized every major industry. How they're so?
Yes, but remember, they were under a command economy at the same time.
No, they weren't.
Yes.
No, they weren't.
They had
No,
yes, they
there
were.
is, no. There's
Tell
a
me.
difference telling
Tell
you I want 50 tanks. America did the same. You will produce for me 50 tanks by the end of the year.
During wartime, the government takes a fascist government style.
There is nothing fascist.
Yeah,
In the war, no. Telling your factories I want this produced in this time, in this quantity, in this quality. There is nothing fascist about this.
Except the difference is you're telling it to previously or currently private corporations.
Yeah.
The government extending its will over to private corporations then becomes fascistic.
Who owns the factories? Who is who makes the profit from these companies? Is it a private individual or is it the government? Or is it a community of people? That's
Mostly the private corporation and those who work for it.
Okay, are you familiar with von Krupp, Junkers, Philips? Have you heard these names before? Junkers?
Heard of
Anything?
them.
What are they? Are they workers or are they industrialists? I
That's
don't
what I
know.
was talking about. If your government enforces its will over its corporations, that is a fascistic act. Yes,
You did the same in World War II. You did the same in World War II.
Yes.
How is that fascistic?
It was fascistic, all right? Did I say it was okay? Did I say it was okay?
All right. You will tell me Bush is fascist now.
Yes.
Bush,
Okay, fair
definitely.
Okay, fair enough.
Hands
Fashion.
down.
Both of them. Though Bush Sr., I'll give the benefit of the doubt, he inherited a fucked up situation.
I don't know. I think between Bush Senior and Bush Junior was definitely some groundwork that was being laid and some directions headed to that. Bush Senior, I think, definitely did lay some bricks for it. I believe in some of the conspiracies, and Bush Junior.
Ow. That hurts.
Scoob, how's it going?
You all right?
You haven't talked today a lot.
Uh,
I've
Yeah,
been
I just
listening.
had, like, a loud,
I'm
like-
doing good, Hallis. How are you, brother?
Very good these days.
Sorry, I had to fix my avatar.
I like it. I do like it. Now, I've just been listening to you guys go back and forth, and
I mean, I've
Now-
got one behind me too. So the hell.
yeah, I agree with what Divinity was saying before when he was talking about how the way it was fascistic what our government did during World War II. We basically took a page out of Mussolini's playbook and we utilized the same sort of procedures when we basically nationalized all of the companies. But it was during wartime. We have provisions put in place to allow those powers, and then we have the provisions put in place to curtail them back. That way the government doesn't take too much power.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the difference between that and actual true fascism. It's kind of like mainlining heroin. You're going to be high for a while, but it's going to work its way out of your system. It's the same exact sort of thing. And now you can keep doing it and become a junkie, and that'll kill you. Same thing, you can keep fucking with fascism, and boom, you become a fascist, and it'll kill you. You know?
So I guess every time you're at war, America becomes fascist.
Yes, under all
Fine,
technicalities.
fine with me. Fine with
To
me.
a minimal degree, yes, because that's what they call the military-industrial complex. And when it does get big like that, yeah, it is definitely an overreaching fascist quality.
Like literally, I've
It's
seen.
my-
I was in
it's
the
my
Marine Corps.
idea.
I was in the Marine Corps myself, and like literally, I've seen this with like the gear that I worked on.
Lost all your
Like,
skin
we
tone
had
from this.
basically, I guess they were pretty much shell companies. Like they literally these companies were literally formed just to make a thing, and then as soon as that thing was sold to the highest bidder for the like military, Marine Corps, and all that, they just go out of business. And that's basically what happened with one piece of gear that we had. So we couldn't really get many we couldn't get many parts for it because like that company went out of business.
Well, that sucks. I guess
Yeah.
that's why you still got the problem with war dogs, huh? Damn.
Yeah.
So I guess Divinity, you're a big fan of Eisenhower.
That is good. I actually, I did like one of Eisenhower's programs when he did the highway program. That was my
yeah.
father worked on that program.
Ironic, another fascist leader helping install that.
I
for
don't know
under-
so fast.
I like
under technicalities lightly.
Yeah,
I
the
think Divinity at this point, everyone's a fascist. So
I don't think your chroma key
fascist,
is working there, Mandy.
Hold on.
Oh,
Well,
There,
Yeah,
are
but
some- there are U.S. presidents who could be defined as fascist.
yeah,
War-
yeah.
Working on me and
Andrew Jackson. I mean, big glaring flag right there, Andrew Jackson. My God.
Even as
Jesus.
much as as
I
much
like
as we
Andrew
hate-
Jackson a lot.
even as much as we hate it, even bloody name, fucking one. God damn it! Wow, that already has flown right through my head. The bugger who freed the slaves. I forget his name again. Too much milk today.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, he was fascistic. Was
yeah.
it for a good reason? Yes.
Yeah, it was to put the country back together.
Restored the Union.
Yeah, I think anything authoritarian, you're calling it fascist, which is a wrong definition. But
No, if you saw the things he did, it would be defined as fascistic.
Yeah.
not really.
From an American's point of view, yes, because we have a lot of freedom here.
Just in
Yeah, a
general,
lot. You are 25th
and
in
he
the democracy
did-
index.
Mhm.
Well, democracy just means how many shitheads are screaming the loudest to get
No.
the most shit thrown to them
It
to
is.
shut them up.
Yeah.
That's all democracy is.
I mean,
According to
you're
the
not gonna use it
democracy index, you're 25th.
The democracy index, meh. They have an
Yeah.
opinion and agenda.
So, okay, fine. According to Trump, you're number one. USA, USA,
No.
USA.
Because
This is the
first,
issue.
first of all,
US
the U.S. isn't a
Yeah.
democracy. It's a constitutional republic.
It's
Doesn't have
a
its-
democracy because the people vote. That's the issue.
Except we don't really.
You do
Yeah,
vote. You have elections, don't you?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
vote for our Supreme Court.
Oh, that does
In,
remind me.
in any country, people don't. In
Do we
any
vote for our
country,
Supreme Court? Do we vote for our
neither
Supreme
does anyone. Nobody votes for the Supreme Court.
Do we vote
Nobody
for
does.
half of the people? Do we vote for half of the office in the bloody house or in the White House? No.
You vote for the House.
They
You vote for the
instate
Congress.
people.
Wow. What? What are you talking about?
We vote for the president, yes. Sort
And
of.
the House elections and the
Uh,
Senate.
Yes, if you let me talk.
Most countries don't.
Many of the people in the White House, though, like the circle, the
The cabinet.
around the cabinet, the president's cabinet, you don't vote for them.
You don't vote for that in any country. The president chooses his ministers. That's
That
the
doesn't
fact.
sound very democratic.
But it does. That's the executive. That's the executive powers.
So we gave more people, these people, to just instate whoever they want.
I disagree that you should vote for the cabinet. I disagree. Although I'm
not?
pro-democracy, I disagree. Because the
Well, it's not
executive power.
democratic.
Because the executive
But
power
it's
will
not
be.
democratic.
Yeah, but the executive power
It's
will be
not
complete.
democratic.
Okay. The executive powers will be completely limitless. Okay. Do you have your answer?
If you allow people to vote for the cabinet as well,
Then nothing will be done. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
but at
The
least you
cabinet-
get democracy.
The cabinet roles
So
the
you like,
choices and
the
the policy.
limited. So you like a limited democracy then?
No, I like a democracy, but I don't think the cabinet should be cherry picked by the people.
Okay, so you're limiting the democracy.
According to you, yeah, I guess. Sure.
No, if you cannot vote for all the people there, yes.
Right now, in the current system, the representative democracy, I don't think you should vote for cabinet
It's
members.
not.
So limited democracy it is. There
Yeah,
we go.
whatever.
We
Hey,
agree
bro.
on something.
One giant circle jerk. I can't figure out what the hell the two of you are going on about.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what they were going on about. That's why I didn't interfere. I just let it play. I've been sitting here letting everybody talk and not interrupting, and you guys it's amazing. I came back. I was sitting here muted with my camera off, just like this. I actually got up and looked for popcorn. I couldn't find any.
So I just want to say something. Well, more so show something because I found out how to do this cool background drop thing, and it works on my jacket. My jacket is yellow, but if I can get it to work, no, it's not gonna work now.
Oh,
Ah,
it's not working completely. You have to have it
it's not
behind
working
you.
right now.
The static
There it goes.
Skynet
There it goes.
overload has assaulted it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You need to actually get a blue screen or a green screen to hang behind you,
Yeah.
Mandy.
I have a green I have a green blanket. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah, you need to hang it up behind you.
So hold on.
That's what you have to do.
You know, the sad thing is, I actually agree with you, Hellas, about what you were laying out before with the rail and the infrastructure and the highways and everything.
I'm glad you do.
But the problem is not under this administration right now because of the way the power is shifted. And the problem is with the unions right now. I come from a union family. There's too much glut. There is too much glut, and nothing is going to get accomplished properly. There's not enough
Glut?
oversight. A glut, in other words, glut is where there is too much money to go around.
Is that
And
from
so-
gluttony?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, there's exactly. It's the root word is gluttony. There's
Yeah.
too much. There's too much glut going on. In other words, like there's just so much to be gotten right now, and because especially how they're cranking out money, the Federal Reserve, it's a bad time to do this. You're going to see a lot of like what happened in China. You're going to see things being made piss poor. You're going to see a lot of corner cutting going on. It's actually going to be counterproductive. It's like the old saying that they got around here. The poor man always pays twice. In other words, you do a shit job once, you got to pay to do it again the right way. And that's what's going to happen if they do it right now. Because I hate saying it, we have a weak administration that was put in by people who were driven by unbridled capitalism. And remember, I've told you about this before, Hellas. I said my belief in economics, especially when I talk about capitalism, I agree that there has to be some oversight. There has to be oversight with everything. You need balance.
You're a fan of Keynesianist economics, then?
I guess.
No, just mixed economies.
I'm a fisherman's son. I've been at the bottom of the bottom rung, making the money and seeing how it gets distributed, seeing how it gets spent. I come from the peasant class, man. That's basically how you got to look at it.
You're Sicilian. All of your ancestors, even up to the Roman citizens, they were peasants.
Well, I'm just saying, there was a class system over there, too. I mean, that's one of the things I point out all the time is, like, look at Cenk Uygur on the Young Turks. He sits there and he talks shit. His father was an olive oil salesman. That is very lucrative.
Genk?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. His father was an olive oil salesman. That's a very lucrative business.
That's
Very
insane.
lucrative.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's my whole point. And he started off as a Republican. He flipped when he saw that the money was to be made to be a Democrat. He's a disingenuous man. I don't particularly care for him. I don't
care.
Yeah, like I'm just saying. I'm pointing that out since I brought him up. I can't watch the guy. He's a horse's ass, honestly. But I digress. I'm getting off what I was saying to you. The whole problem is right now with infrastructure and we need reform. We need union reform. And the problem is you're not going to get it because the crooked unions, which they are as crooked as a country road right now, help get this president in. Hellas, I know that you're on the left, but I think that you'd like at least not a hollow victory, which is what this is turning out for anyone on the left right now. This is the hollowest of victories because you're getting fucked by rich people.
Oh,
The rich have taken over this country right now. We're being fucked by like billionaires and more billionaires. The people Bernie Sanders railed about are running the show.
Yes, look, the issue is that we don't expect revolution. We expect a small, tiny fraction of reform just to make. This is why I would say I support Biden, right? And because his opponent was Trump. We need that's a tiny reform to make everyone's life better. That's all. I don't expect that tomorrow America will be socialist.
Trump was a reformer. I don't know why you had a problem with Trump. Trump was a reformer, and Biden literally said we're putting shit back to the way it was.
Trump taxed them. Trump cut the taxes on the REITs.
Yes, because they would come back into this country and they'd inject money back into the economy, which is what they did.
Remember, he also threatened pretty big tariffs on countries that were operating foreign.
Tariffs are bad. Get over it.
It's bad for the person on the receiving end. It's good for the person imposing it.
Do you know why the Soviet Union lost? Tariffs.
Yeah, because they decided to go into Afghanistan.
No, tariffs.
They shouldn't have
Tariffs.
done that.
They didn't
Well, there were-
trade like you traded. You won because of trade, free trade. This is
Well,
why
other
China.
reasons.
This is why
The
China
USSR
is winning now.
the USSR had a completely internalized economy. They were running two separate economies. They were dealing with external, and they had an
Yes.
internal economy that they dealt with for the citizens.
Okay,
The reason
yes.
it collapsed is because it kept shrinking. There was no room for growth. You need to expand into foreign markets. You need to trade. You need to deal. Commerce
Yes.
is the key. And when you use tariffs, you're bending them to your will to get what you want. And then you release the tariff, and the
That's not
economy
how-
booms again.
That's not
It's
how
like
it
playing.
works.
It's like playing chicken. That's
When-
exactly what a tariff is.
All right. First of all, you have to understand the basics of capitalism. And when Adam Smith came with his book Wealth of Nations, he explained you very good that some countries do not need to have an anarchy, right? To produce everything they need. It is much more efficient if you trade these goods with goods you produce, right? So
Of course,
this
of
was
course,
working.
that's
This
the
was
basics of even bartering and all the way up to
Yes.
proper capitalism.
Free market, yes. And you were
Not even
doing this all right. You were doing this all right, but at some point, the orange-faced man decided to, let's put tariffs on China, and this harmed your economy more than benefited. I've been talking about it again and again and again.
Right, right. But the
He
problem
did
was
save. I will finish. He did save 500,000
sorry.
jobs in the auto manufacturing, but he endangered 22 million jobs on the trade sector. The
And it
world
was a
today is
dice
completely
roll.
changed.
It's
Yeah,
a
it was a
today-
dice roll, and it worked. It worked.
It is.
Now, the thing is,
economy
the
was
world is
doing
different.
well. The economy
That-
was improving during 2019. It was booming up until the outbreak.
Booming. Okay, what was the
Yeah.
maximum? What was the maximum growth under Trump?
oh, fuck, I don't got the numbers in
I
front of me.
believe it
3%.
was-
Under Obama, it was 5.5.
Yes,
5.5.
Obama. Yes.
So-
you mean the man?
yes.
What is bigger?
Bomber in chief.
What is bigger, 3 or 5? Like doing the simple math, you know.
Here is the difference, all right? You forget something, all right? Those percentage increase are based on the previous year's increases.
Well,
What are you talking about?
All right? Say, all right? You said the highest of a 5. Say that was in 2016.
So wait,
Is that
are we combining both terms or just the one term?
if I may, I got a question now. Are we talking about the industries that were already up and running under Obama, or are we also counting all of the industries that Trump brought back that got shuttered by Obama and his EPA, putting all of those restrictions on, so most of our industries couldn't properly run? They weren't able to produce anything because they made it where they couldn't produce any carbon footprint at all or any pollution. Now, this is the thing about this carbon footprint. I want to mention this as somebody who was actually involved with the EPA and somebody who was involved with Greenpeace and somebody who was involved with all these different environmental protection agencies. I'd actually like to mention something. I hear these people talking about reduction of carbon footprint and that's all well and good. What about, I don't know, regreening? And what I mean by regreening is I see all of these people running around in the streets dressed like ninjas breaking shit. I don't see any of these leftists actually planting things. I don't see them cleaning up lots like we did when I was younger. And if they're so worried about all this carbon, they can actually do things like that. I mean, there are swaths of land like from the strip mining. If they're so worried about all this environmental shit with the strip mining, why don't they go down there and actually start to clean and reprocess the land and plant
some trees.
scrub? Well, even if it can't support trees right now, you can plant like dense scrub to refurbish the land. You can do a lot of different things like that. I don't see them doing things of that nature.
Do you
All they
want my
do is
opinion?
bitch and complain and run through the streets.
Do you
Now,
want my opinion?
please.
I think you should move to nuclear energy.
Hey, I'm actually pro
Trying
nuclear
to.
too. It's clean.
A
It's
massive,
very clean.
massive
It is-
supporter of nuclear energy. Not only it's clean and it's safe today, but it also it gives you a self-reliance. You wouldn't import so much oil.
True. Plus, the U.S. has some designated sites for storage of nuclear waste. Like there's one in Nevada. The only places you need to store it deep, where there's no groundwater levels.
You
That's it.
have deserts, you have tundras, you have all these areas to dump.
There are
That's
some
dangerous.
deserts we can't put them in just because the groundwater level is too high.
Yeah, okay.
It
Yeah.
we can store it in arid mountains. more in certain
Yeah,
depths.
in mountains too. Like the Finns did it. They throw in their nuclear disposal 800 meters under the ground.
Yeah. You just need to store it deep where there's no groundwater line, so it can't leak into the water supply.
Yeah, and that's the
And there
problem.
you
Is
go. The
we
problem
don't
is these
have
environmentalists have
that doesn't have a groundwater that's close. That's the problem.
and also the environmentalists have basically infected the industry, the energy industry. It's like, yes, I understand the risk of nuclear, but if we keep producing them, then we can standardize the process of producing nuclear energy facilities.
Greece has worked a lot with renewable energy.
Yeah,
We are going coal-free by 2028.
Nice. I do have one
If
thing
we don't
to
all
say,
get moved by
because,
China.
while we are on the topic of trade, the one thing that has actually
We
exponentially
jumped
gone
off of trade,
for
but
all
okay.
the wrong reasons is this. 1 simple ounce of this.
What's the silver? Is that silver?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, are you now investing on silver?
I have been for some time. It's just we got into a topic as far as economics, so I figured I may as well bust this out. Because the one problem we've had, and this does comically also tie into some of these HR bills that have been going around, because our spending has gone up so exponentially in this administration, and the last administration was tied down with regulation, the value of this has insanely fluctuated more times than ever for the history of the United States since the Great Depression. Because there's a reason that we used to actually have all our dollars backed by a simple thing like this, and now it's
the
all
gold
debt.
standard.
Yeah.
The Bretton Woods Agreement.
Yeah, and basically because we've been boned on both ends, yeah, you are right that the tariffs did become a little bit of a motherfucker, but it was like a necessary evil and a gamble. And it did, in a sense, pay off, but the problem is when you are bootstrapped by your government agencies, sometimes you end up having to pull risky shit like that. Yeah, I know it sucks. I know it's kind of dirty, but it's one of those things where it's like you have to or you're boned, because the thing under Trump is he was under a lot of pressure. He was under a lot of, if he did anything wrong, he was going to get arraigned for it. Whereas Biden, he has no resistance against anything he's doing. If he were competent, he could do
They're
all
just shit posting about his dogs.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing is, if Biden wanted, he wouldn't have to bother with that. He wouldn't have to bother with putting a lot of economic pressure. All he would have to do is just go and do his own variation of some of the basic shit Trump was doing to try and get the economy rolling, and just throw a couple of these around. Why silver in particular is because the value of this has gone up, and because we in the last administration started using, instead of the Federal Reserve, we started using our regular banking system. Now, gentlemen, do correct me where in general the Treasury did begin actually issuing bills. I think it was with stimulus, if I remember correctly. But because we actually have them printing bills, you can actually stabilize things if you use it efficiently. But that's the problem. If you have glut within your bills, if you have glut within your government, if you have glut within too many of your plans, everything's going to go straight. And that's the problem. And when that glut takes power, this is going to be the only thing that's going to have any back, is hard precious metals like that, because those in GameStop have actually been going way the hell up. Because when you have a government that's rampant and doesn't have control of itself, can't figure out what the hell it's going to do, and has too much pressure in one direction or no pressure at all in another direction, like what we have between the two presidencies right now, everything else is just going to go like nuts, and everything's going to be a mess, which is what we're kind of in right now.
Yeah.
Good.
Also,
Check Discord.
okay. Also, Burnside, I've been investing in gold.
Nice.
I figured you'd like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, since we're getting into the economics, I had to at least pull one of those out. I've been getting my hands on those a lot lately because it's a decent. Holy shit, Iron Lord, you're here! Holy crap! See, we're streaming so early in the morning. He's actually just getting up right now.
That's from you dragging your ass.
Yeah. Well, guess what, Iron Lord? You now have a wrench.
I'm waiting on him to say something to me about the whole.
But either way, so
I'm talking about you, Burnside. You
how
talk with your
about
candy bar.
how about we move back on the stuff we at least agreed upon for a while? All right, nuclear power.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one thing I've been saying with nuclear is comically, just like how I pulled out with the silver pound there, not the silver pound, but the ounce. People have been bitching, and I this is the one thing I found funny about Timmy and his friends is they're bitching that the reason why people don't do it is because the petrodollar will collapse. How about what we have is an electrodollar? This is one thing I was rolling my eyes and thinking is like, okay,
Crypto and stuff.
yeah. So basically,
I mean, a government-run crypto.
not necessarily a cryptocurrency, but like how we have like the regular petrodollar deal where we're if people are selling, buying oil in U.S. dollars.
We
Now,
can
if we
move.
actually get nuclear reactors rolling and we wind up exporting that energy, it's electrodollars. You know?
What we could do is move on to say a nuclear standard. I don't know. Use bloody nuclear fuel as a standard instead of petrol.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like that, yeah, make an electrodollar, a nuke dollar, I don't know.
Fallout confirmed.
Yes.
Move on to soda bottle caps.
Yes. Make Fallout bottle caps back at the fucking treasury. Fuck it. Do it.
One of the
I
things I was going
No,
to say,
go on.
one of the things you guys will have to realize is we're moving towards renewable energy and green energy. The problem I have with the left is that, they're trying to knock the legs out. Now, the far left, I don't mean to throw any insults your way, Hellas. I'm saying like the far left, they're very irrational, not even a little bit.
He's so far left, he wants his guns back.
But I'm saying, like, the thing is, the problem with the far left is they don't understand we have to slowly move from fossil fuels towards the renewables because the technology isn't there. The green tech is not, it doesn't provide nearly as much energy.
And we can't store it.
Right. That having been said, the other big thing is, and I've been saying this for a long time, they're trying to dismantle everything that has to do with carbon. And I'm the first one that has to keep pointing out to these people, you're going to need carbon specifically for anything going forward in the future. Carbon is going to be replacing dense metals basically for everything. You're going to have metal alloys, of course, but you're going to be using carbon fiber. You're going to be using carbon sheet and carbon honeycomb structuring. That's all going to be mined from coal. Part of what we've been doing right now in this country, what President Trump, God bless him, he wasn't able to articulate it that well. When he was talking about clean coal, he was specifically talking about the carbon recapturing technology that we have installed upon the different factories that utilize coal technology in America. They don't have that over in China, but I digress. Things like that, the carbon recapture. Now, the end thing, and Hellas, you'll appreciate this, will be a Dyson sphere. That is eventually what we're working towards. Now, that is specifically to harvest the plasma energy extruded from stars. That's what you do is you build a Dyson sphere and it envelops a star. And it actually harvests the energy.
Let me make a comment about that. Do you know how much stuff that requires to make that? It requires more resources than we have in the solar system.
Well, that's my whole point, why I said it's the end goal. We can work towards that. That should be humanity's end goal, is to try to eventually fabricate something like that.
At that point, humanity is effectively gods.
Yes.
Then so
That's
be
the
it.
idea.
This is the goal: fully automated luxury gay space communism.
You literally want to be the red alert meme. I'm going to the only place that has not been collapsed or corrupted by capitalism. Space.
Now, this is one of the points where I always point out whenever somebody mentions full automation. I don't think we're going to go full automation. Not that we won't be able to accomplish it technologically. I just think that humanity likes being hands-on with things. We are a hands-on people. We won't be able to go fully automated. And the other thing is, the more automation you have, you're going to see a resurgence in artisanship and craftsmanship.
Yes, but on well arts, not on factories.
Well, yes, yeah. I don't think that you're going to see people going back to working like at factories,
Exactly.
pulling cranks and shit. You're going to see a lot more. You're going to see a rise in cobblers. You're going to see a rise in haberdashers. You're going to see a rise in
Fair.
tailors. Yeah, you're
fair.
going to see things of that nature. You're going to see a lot of wood carving come back, scrimshaw.
I just want every manufacturing job, first and second sector, to be fully automated.
Well, if it's for mundane shit, I don't have a problem with that. But this is the thing. We're going to have now, we're looking at things through an idealistic lens because you got to realize not everyone is as intelligent as everyone on this panel. For every 6 people like us, you got about 2,000-3,000 shitheads. You got to look at it like that.
So
There's a
And if
lot.
you think about it, I am definitely an idiot.
Yeah. Now, if you really want to move towards that eventually, Hellas, you have to look at it realistically. To get a society going even in that direction, you have to completely concentrate on education. And one of the problems that the left has been doing right now is, for whatever reason, they're putting their emotions into the education process and they're undermining education. They're doing everything They're changing history because it angers them.
Okay, give me
It
an
hurts
example.
their feelings.
Give me an example.
He beat
The
me to it,
comments
damn it.
about how math is racist.
See,
Math
that's
is
what I'm saying. Math is racist. That's the shit that they're saying. Hellas, you got to realize what they're saying in North America is full on ape shit. I don't know what they're saying over in Europe.
Remember the Smithsonian
You
document?
don't hear about it in bloody Europe. Remember?
No, in Europe, that is actually about to surpass the United States, which you will cry soon. Our currency is already more stronger. Yeah, okay. Iron Lord, I have a university degree.
Yes, university degrees. Did you know you can get a university college degree in
No, it's
in
not
gender
community
theory?
college. No,
Hi,
it's not
Iron
community
Lord.
college. Like the difference between our education and your education is that our education is actually validated because we give exams.
So the U.S. does give
You don't-
exams. The thing
You
is,
don't know shit about it. You
he's
just pay.
not good.
No, you just pay it. That's what you do there. So
No.
our education, your education is completely different.
And
No, we are completely meritocratic. Do you know that if you pay for your degree, if you have any paid private
no,
school,
you pay to go to the school to give
if you have any paid
Don't
private school degree,
him.
you will not be hired here in Greece, at least. You will not.
I call bullshit on that.
No, it's true. Any public sector job will not take you with a private degree in Greece. Google it up.
That's a damn lie. I
Hey,
know
On
multiple people that
a
are
company,
overseas that have jobs.
on a private company, yes, but any public sector job will not be given to you
Are
because
you
you have a
talking about
private
in the U.S. or Greece?
Greece.
Oh,
Because we are talking about Europe versus the United States.
that's
As
so
a
weird.
contradictory.
That's still just Greece. You're a bit of a small nation compared to the rest of the EU.
Definitely. I don't know about if this applies to
Say we go,
more
if
EU
we
countries.
say we go to Germany, you're about as likely to probably find yourself a job with your degree.
Not sure. I should ask my German friend.
Hey, my German friend, of course, the excuse.
No, I don't know
That's
about
one
Germany.
person's
I don't know about
experience.
Germany. Do you know
Exactly.
what's going on? Do you know what's going on in Nebraska? You don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, you don't.
Nothing. That's the thing with Nebraska. Nothing ever happens in Nebraska.
Jokes and cetera.
Well, according to Iron Lord, he thinks the reason why that is a problem is because no one will hire a communist.
Hey.
In America, maybe, but there is no labor discrimination in the European Union. It's guaranteed by the Constitution.
Ah,
Well, unless you insult your leader.
No, even if you're an actual Nazi, they're obligated to take you as long as you have the same qualities, of course.
Well, that's the thing. The U.S. also, they're legally required to allow you. Thing is, except in one state, Florida. Yes, because Florida has certain laws against being either a Nazi or a communist. They don't like extremism.
Oh yeah, they're boomers there. The state of the boomers.
You think that face matters to me?
Not talking to you. Not looking at you.
Yes, you are.
No, not.
Everyone looks at the face of God. But she turns away.
All right, yo, Burnside. Since we're at a full boat, I gotta hop out anyway because it's 2:15 by me.
It is.
Yeah, send the link to Iron Lord. Let him hop in, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. All right.
All right.
Are you going to be on the live stream later?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up probably early. I'll probably get up in like 6-7 hours. If we're gonna do something in the morning, I'll hop in.
Let's do something in the morning too. We can do something in the morning and at night at a decent time.
All right, you got it. I'll talk to you guys later. Good night, Ellis.
See ya.
good
Hey,
talking.
keep your pillow talk to yourself.
I will. Laters.
See ya. Oh, it's too damn funny.
Yeah, it is late, but I'll probably just dip at like 2:30 or so.
All right, not to worry. I mean, I knew we were going to get derailed to a good extent on that, but that was good enough to have in there for a good minute.
Hey, Henry, you know who I think might be a good mix right now at this situation? Remember the guy I brought in?
Oh, the ACAB guy?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No. He considers himself quite far left.
No.
Oh, quiet. You
Burnside.
accepted bringing in
You
a
know who you should bring in?
Iron Lord, what's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Oh, great. We have two socialists here now.
Burnside. You know who you should bring in?
Who?
Hello, Cameron.
My partner in crime on here.
Are you in a bunker right now? What's this?
No,
Are you hiding on a bunker?
Well,
yeah,
you didn't know?
constantly bombing the barrel, you know.
No. You didn't know he's a time traveler. He literally just went right back to 1942 Germany.
I don't hear the 152 millimeters striking.
That's why I said it was 1942. He's where he is. He's currently safe.
Yeah. So, where are we?
We were in the middle of switching topics.
I honestly feel attacked because God just randomly decided to pop out Florida.
It happens.
Hey, it's a sunshine state. I'll give you that.
Florida is very pretty.
No, the hell it's not. It is not a sunshine state.
Okinawa is very. Okinawa is prettier though.
My camera's flipped, so I thought my nose ring was on the side. No, you can walk out my front door and it can rain, and you can walk out my back door and it's sunny.
What the fuck?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's literally just Hawaii all the time.
It's sunny. Lucky you. I have cold and snow all the time. Cold, snow, and rain. I'm tired.
Okay. So I just want to.
So we have Iron Lord, a national socialist here.
No,
And Comrade Headless.
And then a communist.
I was a Nazi,
And
per
Comrade
se. I'm just a reactor. I'm preparing for a walk today.
You know what? We're gonna see. We're gonna see if my backdrop works now.
Two
I'm
socialists.
gonna do somebody else.
Go right ahead.
It works. Kinda. I'm in the way it works.
Over here.
Well, hey.
Don't work.
Hey, at least you two both agree on something. Putting people in camps.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as it's communist, I'm down with it.
Udalaya gvardia, da bodevaya gvardia.
Oh,
Why don't you
boy,
go speak Greece? You live in Greece.
No, that was Russian.
Oh, God. All right. So the next topic I wanted to break into, which I'm definitely going to break into, especially now that we got both Mandy here and Iron Lord, is Electric Boogaloos 2.0. I call it the Boogaloos because here's what they decided to do this time. Do it again, God. Do it again. That's awesome because what they decided to do is, since they had Chauvin's case in Minneapolis, they decided to hunker the hell down. And in response to this hunkering, or just as a happy happenstance, what people decided to do.
Alas, I have a combat loot for you.
Oh, nice! You got the
Nice.
the Bolshevik hat. Yeah,
Yep,
Oh,
very cool.
taken off from a dead commie. I shot.
Good whiz. Good whiz.
Hey,
it was a
remember,
scam.
before the Germans started losing, they did kill a lot of Russians.
Surrounded ones, yeah, but then they got destroyed by the Soviet industries.
Oh yeah, they got steamrolled.
Do you know that in 1945,
Every
am I going to talk or not?
Honestly, they should have just stayed friends.
In 1945, we produced the IS-3, which until the 50s, it brought terror to the West.
yeah,
Wow.
but remember, America
The
has
IS-3.
Oh. Anyways,
Anyway, we are on the Boogaloo.
yes.
The book, the big ooh, the oinga boinga, the ooga booga.
My
The
energy
big
drink
side
halfway across the room.
So basically, what these people decided to do is, after the cops and them decided to hunker down over at the courthouse, put up the barbed wire and everything, the Antifa and everyone decided to get together, and they decided to once again make another autonomous zone, and now they're threatening riots, and they're stalking jurors.
Yeah,
And
and someone already killed someone over there.
That's on Minneapolis?
yeah. Oh, they already have killed someone. There was a guy.
As
And
expected.
Here's the question for you, Hellas.
Are you going to ask me a
You-
question?
Of course. Don't worry, it's non-political.
By the way, where are you from? Your accent, I cannot trace your accent.
That's because no one can trace my accent. I jump all over the place. I'm God.
Australian.
Okay, I guess you don't want to reply on that.
No, there's literally no proper answer. My
Okay,
genes are from everywhere.
fair.
Meaning his mother was raped by a Soviet in 1945.
Keep
Ideal.
your fetishes to yourself.
Ideal.
Oh. The funny thing is,
No, I wouldn't say it's a German accent at all.
Of course.
You used some British slang before, so I was going to put you somewhere between not a Scots but a Scottish accent.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
were doing that
no
earlier.
problem whatsoever. They just have trouble tracking my location. At least on my voice style.
Yeah, definitely. All
I
right,
have a question for Iron Lord.
I still haven't asked my question.
yeah, go on
My
with the question.
question's kind of important.
yeah,
Why are you
Yeah.
walking around in circles? Because you're giving me a headache.
Because I'm
Well,
That's
he's
what
a communist.
I warm up.
He has to watch his borders.
Oh, you're
warm
trying to
up
warm
for-
up? Just
yeah,
please
for
don't
a
walk around in
walk.
circles because I get lightheaded.
okay.
Oh,
I can sit down somewhere.
But legitimate question here, comrade. Comrade Hillis, do you play Dungeons and Dragons?
No, it's not popular in Europe.
That is
Ah.
sad.
What
No, it's
about
not
World
popular.
War II?
You should play it.
he's trying to get us to do a Dungeons and Dragons stream.
I mean, I
Oh,
could
dude.
try it.
Do it.
Come on.
Can
I think that
can
would
I
be great.
wear
What,
effects makeup to it?
Everyone
By all means, we're
I
make dressed up if you want to.
be warned. I will call you a furry.
I mean, by all means, look,
I have a furry costume.
we have 3 people in costumes as is. If you
Hey, Hillis, you know what that means. Get out the flamethrower. Iron Lord, get out the
Flamethrower?
flamethrower.
Hold on.
I
Oh,
know the
sure,
Russians.
me
I
too.
know the Russians
Let's
implemented
bring
some
something.
flamethrowers.
Hold on.
We should
hold on,
definitely do it.
Sarah. Hold on.
there we go.
The question is, what campaign are we going to do? I was thinking to send him to Avernus, where the party gets to go to hell.
That's insane.
Why do I hear the Doom soundtrack in the background?
Oh, dude,
Well,
I knew you were gonna want to get into this.
Let's do, man. We're facing the hell. Well, Avernus is the first layer of hell, where hell's armies train and constantly battle.
Do I care? Demon's a demon.
No, devils.
Who cares? Demons.
No. Devils and demons are different in D&D.
Right.
Devils have rules. Demons just want to have fun. Oh,
Okay.
give the comment offer.
Look, as much as I don't hate Jews and I
Yeah.
hate communists, I generally despise the furries. But you're cool.
But no. What about you? What kind of thing would you think you would like to play, Hellas?
I see you, Mandy.
You mean in Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah.
I don't know the roles. I told you it's not.
Okay. Well, let me give you a list of like classes here. We have let's start with the basic fighters. They're specialized in combat, be it melee, be it ranged. You have different specializations. You can be a little bit magic. You can be more focused on fighting styles, like tripping people up in combat, pocket sand,
I
you know
think
the things.
Khaos could use a rogue because he's a commie and commies steal everything.
So do
Says
socialists.
the Nazi.
Hey, he's a national socialist.
Nah.
All socialists steal.
Hey, I'm not a
Not a
Nazi,
socialist.
okay? Nor a national socialist. Who cares? I'm wearing their uniform. I'm just a reenactor.
Divinity, do you want me to?
Either way, I'm moving on.
No,
Let me
Divinity, are you going to move on, or are you going to lose?
I'm
another
trying to
debate
move
on
on.
socialism? Go on.
He interrupted me.
Yeah, I know. Bad boy.
All right,
Sorry for the
fighter. That's basically it. You're master of weapons and fighting styles. And then we move on to, let's go with the cleric. They channel power from a god. It could be from Thor to some of the Faerunian gods, like the dragon, the god of good dragons, Bahamut.
Mhm.
You channel power from them, you worship them, you spread their word, and you get to do a bunch of cool magical spells and abilities. And that's basic. Eventually, you get to move down to the point where you get to literally call down a divine intervention. You might even be able to convince your god to send down one of his archangels.
All right, pretty well fair.
Yes. Next, let's go on to the Paladin. Paladins are very similar to Paladins, to clerics, as they also channel divine power, but they don't have to be from a god. Sometimes they're fueled by their oath. It is their oath, their ideal. That's what fuels their powers. They're holy warriors, more specialized in combat. They're sort of like a mix between a fighter and a cleric.
Right.
They have a lot of unique abilities, and they really are good at buffing their companions.
Okay.
Let's move on to another divine caster, the Druid. Druid. They are much like clerics, except they are the embodiment of nature. They are nature's fury, nature's love. They channel its power into many magical feats and acts, like the cleric and such.
I think it would be easier to explain the ways that you can kind of channel magic in D&D rather than explaining each like magic class.
I'm going to explain.
I mean, the briefest way to explain it is druids do it through nature, sorcerers do it through a demon.
What?
Think
No,
that's how it goes?
you've already screwed it up.
Yes, I have.
You've already screwed it up. Let me back to continuing.
Okay.
All right, but yes, druids, they channel nature's power. They get many nature-related abilities. Like one is specialized in beast shapes and eventually can even transform into elementals, creatures of purely elemental power. Then let's go on to the sorcerer he brought up. Sorcerers are empowered by their bloodlines. Say maybe your ancestor hanged a dragon. And now, because of that bloodline, you have inherited some of that dragon's might and powers. And magical abilities. All of your power is innate, which means it can never really be shut down properly. They can't take away your god. They can't take away your book. You don't need to study magic. You are magic. Now let's go on to the bard. The bard is very similar to that, but instead of just being born with magic, they train for it in various colleges. They study for it. They're very charismatic and much like their magic. They are studiers of lore, expanding it. They are storytellers. They are songwriters.
Wait, these are who?
Bards.
The bard is like a musician.
Oh, bards.
Yeah.
Yes,
bards.
bards, storytellers, musicians.
Sorry, there was audio and I couldn't hear it.
That's fine. But yes, they're all that kind of stuff. They are incredibly customizable and fun. They are they are spellcasters like the others, though. Then
They're also very popular for begging anything that moves.
That's probably why your descendant became a sorcerer. But yes, now let's go on to the wizard, which is very similar but different. The wizard, the master of the arcane. They need no god. They need no slutty ancestor. They just study for their magic.
Yes.
They've mastered the art. They can learn many spells. They can even develop their own. And
Magic is acquired through knowledge.
yes, and they specialize through schools of magic, like abjuration or evocation, like protection magic, destruction magic, that kind of stuff. A lot more than that, but they're also one of the 2 classes which, as a base, gain access to the mightiest spell of all, Wish, where you can alter the very fabric of reality with but a word. Unless a god decides to flip you off. But
Sorry, I had to do it.
mhm.
And if your cleric is calling on them one too many times, or calling on a god one too many times,
They can shut you off.
Yep.
Then we go on to the Warlock. A Warlock is not one who has been born to power, not one who has earned power, but made a pact for power. With a demon lord,
Yeah, that's what I was
an
thinking.
archdevil, even some gods sometimes,
Mhm.
or eldritch creatures that no one really understands, like Cthulhu or the chained god Tharizdun. They are very much a truly customizable class, as none of their power is truly their own. They learn to work around it, and as they haven't mastered their magic, all the magic that they can cast is cast at their maximum potential, but with limited uses.
Okay, so you really want us to do a D&D stream, I see.
I'm not finished.
I
Can
do
we
have
please
to.
finish
I
the
do want to get
D&D?
going so that I can sleep.
I'm still. You could always leave right now.
I know. I was just saying I was leaving.
All right.
Oh, all right.
Good night, man.
See you later, mate.
It's good talking to you guys. Good meeting
Yeah,
you,
thanks.
comrade.
Cheers,
Good
mate.
meeting you, Mandy. I think I've talked with you before, God. I think.
Of course, you
Yeah.
probably prayed to me last week at least.
Either way, I'll see you guys later.
So, God, you say people pray to you. I'm pagan.
Well, I've got some terrible news. The pagan pantheons
Who's it?
were,
Did my friend join?
Not sure. I think
most
this is the other people from the Rome server.
if you read Dante's works, the pagan pantheons were demoted or killed.
Who's the new guy?
I don't know, but either way, let's keep moving on.
I did invite a friend, so that might be
Well,
him.
how many classes are we going through? Because this looks.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry, I'm most of the way through. All right.
You're killing me.
Hey, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do. All right,
I don't want to talk D&D no more.
then you're free to step aside.
No,
Yes,
I was the one that talked him into doing the live stream.
I don't care. But either way,
All right, can we roll through it relatively quickly?
yes, I'm trying to move on. Let's go
Thank
on to
you.
the Barbarian. They're much like fighters, but their power is primal. They are less masters of combat as they are combat in its purest raw emotional form. Sometimes they might be fueled by a god, but it's in the end, it's them, their raw anger and nature itself. Less natural, more just themselves.
That's it. That's what class? Which class?
That is the Barbarian.
The Barbarian. And what he does exactly?
He is a channeler of his own wrath. He is a less a fighter and more of a much like you would see the Nordic barbarians,
Mhm.
Viking stuff.
All right.
I'm back.
They're like berserkers. They
Sure.
rage. They are tough to take down. They're hardy.
Mhm.
And they may not be as directly say as skilled in combat, but they are just more hardy, I guess, and specialized at times. Like the one would be called the Zealot. They fight in the name of their god, but they're not a paladin, nor are they really empowered by a god. They fight in the name of their god. And they are tough to stay dead. They really don't like to die. Imagine Rasputin if he was actually holy.
Interesting.
Really tough to kill. And especially tougher to keep dead. Then there is the Ranger, which is sort of like the Paladin. Now it's a mix between fighter and cleric, except this is more of a mix between a fighter and a druid. They are, well, they're the guardians of nature, but they more live on the border between civilization and nature. They guard it, but they also protect people.
Mhm.
They are skilled in combat. They gain enclaves and stuff, which they specialize in. They specialize in hunting down certain beasts, be it dragon kind, or even goblins.
So real quick, friend side, the Harley Littlejohn is my person.
Oh,
He says, "The fuck is D&D?"
Wow. But yes.
All right. Can you hear me? You have-
historically, I had to spell that out for him too, because that everyone knows what the hell D&D is.
No.
I didn't know what it was. I
Until
still don't
tonight,
want to play it. It seems like it's a lame ass game with
Yes,
too many
well-
rules.
It's actually
Oh,
not a monster.
Play Warhammer 40,000.
All right. So
a lot, some are streamlined. It
if
depends.
my friend is here, I guess we'll do a combo. He'll go fighter. I will go like a cleric or a paladin to support him, something like that.
What kind of god would you like to follow? If you
Uh,
have a cleric or paladin.
Karl Marx.
D&D gods.
What?
Can we talk about
D&D
cancel
gods.
culture?
No.
Indian gods.
Yeah, you can do that kind of stuff. Yeah, too. You can be Nordic gods. You can
I
be. You can even have.
I
something
think
like
we will
follow Buddha.
Yeah, we will fulfill the prophecies of Karl Marx and global
Of
liberation.
global
the-
Buddhism.
What? The only thing that came good from Karl Marx was his fucking death.
Yeah, edgy. Nobody liked that.
Quiet, all right. I
Tell
played
me,
it.
Silence.
If communism isn't so fucking good, then why the East Germany fell? Why the Czechoslovakia dissolved? Why the Polish People's Republic have fallen and became
called domino
real
effect.
democratic? And why the Soviet Union dissolved and became a
Oi,
federation?
mate. It's called the domino effect. The big
How
guy
are
falls.
those related
It's called
to
the
Dungeons
basic
and Dragons?
economics, you call me fuck.
Yeah, you don't know
Hold
any
up,
of this stuff.
hold up. New dude just spoke. Who are you, new dude? Introduce yourself.
That was Iron Lord who was just talking.
Yeah, open your camera better.
No, I am talking about whoever
Identify
lunatic is.
yourself.
Did you leave?
Lunatic's gone. That's what.
They
Hold
left
on,
now
he's connecting his devices, it looks like. Yeah.
I'll be waiting for a minute.
because he sounded like he was from Russia.
No, he's from the borders there. All right, are you back?
I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't Iron Lord that talked. I know accents very well.
I know.
Wait,
How can you
how
hear
do I
it?
sound to you, Mandy?
Huh?
What the-
Okay,
Is he-
let's assume I am American. What? How can you say that I am from some Slavic state? Just by accident.
Yeah, nonetheless, though, like I get you want to do a D&D stream. If you want to get a couple people together, we can do it separately, though. But you are killing me because I know most of these classes and stuff are. You're killing me with the in-depthness, man.
But not everyone
My
does.
friend,
Are we
my
going to
friend
start?
says, can he play and can he be a drunk?
There's
I have no
that's
objection.
called the Drunken Monk. It's called the Way of the Drunken Fist.
Okay.
They look like a drunk while they're fighting.
So Iron Lord was asking me a question, and I couldn't really understand him.
No one understands him.
Walmart.
Walmart. But yeah, no, Mandy, I am still going to give you your section there, but it. God here was trying to kill me with his lore.
I know, right?
Hey, I haven't even gone into the lore of Faerun, which is what Descent into Avernus is set in.
All right, are we playing D&D or what?
Yes.
All right, good.
He
So,
does want to get a D&D thing going together. If anything, definitely, when we're done streaming, by all means, we can go ahead and do that.
Hellish, you mind putting it in your Discord?
Let's just create a Discord. Hell yeah. Sorry.
I don't know his Discord name, so I can add it.
Oh, I'm talking about my friend.
wait, oh yeah, just a minute. I will send
Sorry,
you.
I left by accident.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
Okay,
It's
not to worry.
Marquis de Maison 0681. If you want,
I've been to make it easier on us because no one's going to memorize that French fucking name.
all right, just get it from Burnside.
Burnside, send me a shit.
All right, we are going to Discord to play it. Okay, cool.
Eventually, yes. There is a website which we can use to play D&D on, which is good because it's free.
Okay, cool. Yuha, how are you doing today?
Nothing.
Nothing special? Okay.
I'm just going to say this now. I really like y'all's accent.
Open your camera if you want.
Doesn't work. There
It
is,
doesn't
it
work?
says it cannot find.
Ooh.
All right, you will do it from Discord. Fuck it. Sorry for my language.
Oh, we don't care about swearing on here.
Oh no, we don't. I'm the worst at it.
Oh yeah. All right, since Ellis is too lazy to copy paste there,
Glad you don't hear
right
cursing in my
and
native
then-
language.
that's Ellis's French ass alias.
Yeah, 0681. I will send you my friend too. Just a minute.
Okay, sure.
My friend is Kazariuko. Okay, here.
I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Kazariuko 197. Of course, if you cannot spell Marquis de Maison, I don't think you will spell Kazariuko.
You're gonna have to type that up. I have no idea how to spell that. Type that up.
Of course, I typed it. I'm joking.
Okay.
It's Finnish, so you will have troubles with it.
Well, it's the finish. What do you expect?
Excellent.
Finnish is just drunken Swedish.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Now the last couple of topics we had was just about the stupid stuff they got going on with the new autonomous zone, already making dead bodies, and how this time, unlike last time, they're going to wind up getting crushed at this point because everyone's double tired of the damn George Floyd this, George Floyd that stuff.
Yeah, especially when they found out that he died from ODing on the drugs.
Again?
Yeah, that is the time.
Burnside.
America is #1 on police.
Yeah, what's up, Mandy?
So my friend says, can we take a minute and admire the fact that our guy is holding an AK? He's talking about you.
Yep, that's a very nice AK.
Thank you. I'm eventually.
Russian design, or is it the Yugoslav one?
Oh no, this is the prop rifle. This one I think is a mock of the Soviet.
Yeah, of course it's not real, so but it's from the Soviets. Okay.
He lives in Chirac. He can't get a real gun there.
No,
Actually, we have a lot of guns in Greece.
I
Yeah,
said Chirac.
I just can't go on with a fucking AK on the streets like you can.
yeah, no, I can't stream with a real rifle, so I just use
Exactly.
the one. That's I'm pretty sure that's still a felony. So yeah.
You know,
I'm
Yeah.
confused on when you can't live stream a rifle, but yet there's videos all over YouTube where there's people holding guns and shit.
Oh yeah. Long story short, because of a bunch of people that, if I remember correctly, were in Cabrini Green and they were actually gangbangers and were doing a bunch of YouTube videos where they had actual AKs and stuff, they actually wound up being caught and charged with a long series of felonies. Oh,
yeah,
Iron
but
Lord.
you have these people who are
Hey, look, Iron Lord's got one too.
reviewing the weapons, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah, no, if you're like Iron Lord Knight, you have swap weapons that are legal. Yeah, you can stream, you can do videos with them and stuff.
Yeah,
to make
I'm
things-
the heaviest armed person in this stream on the stream.
Oh yeah, because you've got that damn cannon in your basement. You
Yeah.
crazy
I have
bastard.
the actual, fully functional, Soviet-made anti-tank gun.
You have an AD gun.
See,
Yeah, and it's fully functional.
I want to see.
Yeah, show it.
But we had to move it to another war because
It's all right. Just
too
take
much space
it
in
another
the
time.
basement.
Well, what else do you have currently where you are?
Divinities are fed, by the way. What else
Hey,
do you have?
Halos,
but
calm
boys
down,
can't
calm
read
down,
me.
calm down, or you are prepared to be abstained.
Sure to be Epstein.
Don't worry, I don't have a dog.
That's the ATF.
Fed. If you're a fed, you better stay dead.
I'm sorry, we're even worse here. It's the CIA.
You mean glowing in the dark?
No, even worse.
That is funny because we just had John. We're trying to get John on about that. Oh my god!
All right, let's not kill time. Are we going to play D&D or what?
Not
Not
right.
right now.
I'm not playing immediately. We're talking and stuff. I've given you the description and things you might
I'll
want. But
How about
like,
try it?
first, did you accept my friend request? Did you
Such
accept my
games
friend request?
require time to prepare. They need time
No, you don't. No, it's
to
free.
prepare for the
You can
scenario, for
You can play
what
for free.
won't happen.
I can't hear any one of you.
Burnsides, read the comment. That's a spotlight. That's a spotlight.
Oh god! It is a joke at your expense, my friend Hellas.
Of course.
But if anything, you could turn it into a meme.
Okay.
For some reason, he got the idea of you being a monkey running down the road with one of these.
All right.
Wait, is that a plastic magazine on a Kalashnikov?
Yes, it is.
Fuck you! Get a fucking steal one!
Oh,
Not
all right.
desecrate the fucking glorious construction of Mikhail Kalashnikov.
Oh, all right. Since you're such a purist.
Better.
Okay, can we move on to the next topic, please?
Yes,
By all
sure.
means, yeah, because I know you did want to do your segment. Well, by all means, go right ahead. Let me go and put the banner up.
Oh no, what was the next one other than that?
Other than that one that we had with like the George Floyd and all that, it was going to be my usual thing that I do about the dead body count we got in Chicago.
Oh, never mind. There's actually there was another thing that I was going to tell you that we should talk about. Okay, so you know the whole George Floyd situation and everything like that.
Uh-huh.
Well, where the cop is on the 5th floor. They're not allowing colored correction officers on that floor because of him.
Wow. Well, that's a little messed up. I didn't know that as a cause and effect.
All right. I made the Discord group chat.
All right, cool.
Okay,
We can hop there.
so my segment here.
It's Marquis.
I don't think I have Mandy.
Mm-mm.
She'll have to add you from Discord.
No, anyone can add her. Like anyone in the stream chat can add
My
her.
information's in the private chat.
That link is to the player's handbook.
All right. So what all have they done? How come they're barring ethnic officers from being on the 5th floor?
The reason why is because his trial is being redone, and they don't want conflict, so they are not letting people of. I'm just gonna say, they're not letting anyone of color up there with him due to the fact that they think that they are going to retaliate and do something to him before his trial is up.
If it doesn't work, I have another thing that can.
Does make a little bit of sense.
Let me check. It is
And the boy that they found rolled up in the mat
Which is
like a
working.
few years ago,
I'd have gone after it.
his case is being reopened.
Yeah, the link is working.
There's a what they found rolled up? What? Like weed?
Okay, so you remember a few years ago about the African American boy that was rolled up in a mat that was found dead? They're reopening his murder case.
No, I didn't hear about that. That's news to me. Oh, so great. So we've got a double entendre, you're saying? Oh, this is going to be great. So we might have more riots now. Great. They've
All right.
got their patron saint, and they've got a potential new patron saint that's being investigated. Oh, that's just lovely. Oh, I'm glad
All
you
right.
let me know that one.
Oh, yeah, I missed out on some classes.
Can someone invite Mandy in the group chat, please?
Sorry, my phone is acting up.
What about you, Iron Lord? You gonna join?
I'll think over it. But I'm interested.
See, of course.
Oh, so how bad is this getting at this point? Because I know that it's in it. I have had a couple people say that after they have the trial, regardless, they are going to potentially have more riots. So might have to wind up actually around home.
Of course, there will be more riots. They won't be satisfied with it, so they will. Even if they win, they won't be satisfaction for the BLM or Antifa, so they will go full monkey.
Mm-hmm. This thing's actually full ape, but I get you. You're Polish. It's okay.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, because that's the one thing I've been concerned about for a while is how insane the riots and that are going to get, and are they going to be as crazy as they were last year? And if they do, since people have been preparing, how bloody is this going to get? And especially now, are they going to deploy the National Guard now that Trump's not in office? Because that was the reason last year why a lot of states like my own were selective with the National Guard deployment. They sent the National Guard to Calumet City. They closed off the entire mall. They made like a whole several block barricade. It was awesome. It was powerful. But they wouldn't come a couple miles down Torrance Avenue to get into Chicago proper over by Hegwish, because Lori Lightfoot wouldn't let them in because, Orange Man bad and all that. So are they going to get a little taste of their insane revolution now that the tide's turned? They got the guy who owned them, who's in office, and now that they're like revolting because they're all angry about it, how screwed are they going to be? Is the question.
All I can say is, if we gotta wait and see.
Mandy, anything else?
Better to keep your rifle by your side nowadays, since this outcome of it might be pretty nasty.
Oh, I bet. Jesus.
Yeah. Wait, is that a German helmet?
Oh no, this is actually just a motorcycle helmet. It looks like the
Stun helm.
helmet.
Give me a sec.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to wear the Kevlar one because it's a tad heavy, and the other thing is the chin strap is not as loose as this one is. I was more so going to make a meme of the soldier character from Team Fortress.
You're saying?
I love how you're like, oh, Stahlhelm, yeah, I have one of those laying around here.
Actually, I had one here around me because I'm preparing for a walk with my reenactment group.
That is awesome that you've got all this stuff on hand. And they can't.
Sorry, I had to deal with my psychotic baby daddy.
All right, then proceed, Mandy.
So, as most of the people in the United States know, I don't know if anyone overseas knows, but they're trying to cancel certain shows and stuff here in the United States, like Pepe Le Pew. They canceled him for producing rape culture or prohibiting it.
Really,
And
you,
all
you,
it does
you
is
want to
kiss
debate?
somebody's arm. They are canceling Dr. Seuss because they try to say certain books are racist.
I heard.
Oh, not Zeus.
Yep.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss.
All right.
That actually did happen.
But the funny thing is when they try canceling Eminem,
Uh,
And you can't just cancel Eminem. It gives him the strength.
they tried canceling Eminem because of a song that he made with Rihanna years ago.
that sounds about right. That sounds like their MO.
But he was smart. He made a comeback, and I'm kind of proud of him, too.
Cool. Yeah, I heard about them getting rid of a couple of Dr. Seuss's books, and the only thing that saves them right now are a good chunk of public libraries because they're keeping them, and essentially Amazon is just trying to gradually phase out certain books left and right.
Wow, everybody else is canceling
Wait.
Dr. Seuss.
Is that what the Orwell
Florida
warned about?
makes it Dr. Seuss Week. Let me see if I can find this picture I have on my Facebook. Hold on.
All right. Yes, I know about them getting rid of the Dr. Seuss books, and there are a few other things that they've been like whining and bitching and trying to get rid of and so on. Charlie, you're absolutely nuts. That's funny. Oh. Anyways, you find what you were looking for, Mandy?
I'm finding it right now. It's coming up.
All right.
It's going to take me like 2 seconds to find. Trust me.
All right, Ellis, your buddy, I'm having an impossible time spelling his alias for Discord.
Just copy paste it. Holy shit.
I did. It didn't cooperate with me when I did that.
It must. Do you see the underscore or whatever is this symbol? Just stick it with a name. It must work now. It doesn't matter. He's in the chat I created. Just invite Mandy and we are done.
Oh. Oh shit.
And whoever else wants to join. So we can start playing at last. And I think we need a referee or something like that.
It's called a GM, a game
A
master.
GM. Game master, yeah, and dice, of course.
Mhm.
I know I have this bitch on my Facebook because I shared it.
Oh, if it's on Facebook, it probably got deleted. Oh,
No, it didn't.
damn it, I'm falling asleep. First Divinity's killing me, now you're killing me with suspense.
Oh, we got Comrade interested in this capitalist game. Let him try.
Burnside,
Yeah.
do you find the group I made?
Yes.
Okay, good. You just invite everyone there. Okay, you did. Okay, cool. Mandy, Pixie, and Scooby. Epic.
Well,
Right.
thank you for adding me to a group for Dungeons and Dragons when.
Here, Robbie.
Stop adding people!
It's all good. Oh, Jesus.
I have this picture. I'm pulling it up right now. I'm saving it so I can pull it up.
You got it. Are you sure? Oh.
Are we done?
I'm waiting on her to find this thing.
Okay, well, first off, so little off topic for the whole Dr. Seuss thing. So there was this thing that they had going on where they actually took the Mr. off of Potato Head, right?
Yeah.
So, come on, share my screen.
It's not popping up.
Yeah, just try to close your
But
camera.
I did hear about that. Yeah, they removed the Mister from Mr. Potato
So it's
Head.
not showing my screen?
No, it's not showing your screen.
No,
You
it's
have
not.
to-
Did you try closing the camera so it can show your screen or something like that?
There it goes. I figured it out.
Yeah.
Figured it
All right, there we go. We got the memes going. Anyways, you were saying?
Meme stop.
You're using Internet Explorer?
I'm using Google Chrome.
What's the other one? The one on the left.
Microsoft Edge.
All right, that's the new one, I guess.
So while y'all are scrolling through my Facebook with me for a second,
Mm-hmm.
if this shit will load.
All right, you just had the meme up, but
Yeah, it was Mr. Potato Head.
yeah, it's Mr. Coffee's next or something. So
Yeah. I have this on here. It said that while they were canceling Dr. Seuss, meanwhile in Florida it was a school, and it said Dr. Seuss week. I just can't remember where exactly I have it.
here, I'll try and look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not sharing my screen no more, so be good.
Yep.
Let's see here. It's loading.
My goodness.
Oh, okay. A Central Florida school reacts to decision to stop publication of 6 Dr. Seuss books. Let's see here. Decision of Dr. Seuss Enterprise to stop publishing his books due to blah blah blah. Statement. That's all they're giving me? What a bunch of bastards. Okay, well, apparently they're giving me a video.
Okay, so basically what it is there was a picture where, can't find it, but if I find it, I'll send it to Burnside.
Mm-hmm.
But it said America's canceling Seuss, Dr. Seuss.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, in Florida, and it was a school, it was an elementary school to be exact. It was in Bradford County, where I'm from, where I'm at right now. It said Dr. Seuss week.
All right.
We're not canceling. Florida's not canceling Seuss.
Good. I think it's. Let me see if this is it.
It is National Read Across America Day and Seuss's birthday.
But this year, the day often linked to the famous children's writer is getting a lot more attention.
Yeah, the business that preserves Dr. Seuss's legacy announced today it will stop publishing 6 of the author's books because of racist and insensitive imagery. News 6's Carolina Cardona reached out to local schools and libraries about the decision.
The decision of Dr. Seuss Enterprises to stop publishing 6 of its books has companies and school districts in Central Florida taken a stance too. For instance, the book If I Ran the Zoo is featured at Seuss Landing at Universal's Islands of Adventure. This afternoon, Universal told us they have removed the books from their shelves as their guests have asked, and they will be evaluating their in-park experience too.
We're in a space where there's a lot of momentum.
Oh no, that's
actually create some change around some of this, and so I like what they did. I think it says some really positive things.
Professor Jonathan Cox of UCF's Department of Sociology says he recalls in junior high school reading some of the 6 books by Dr. Seuss, books that will no longer be sold by the publishing company, like If I Ran the Zoo, The Cat's Quizzer, Scrambled Eggs Super, and To Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street, among others. The company said the books portray people in ways that are hurtful and wrong. What does that say about the organization and the world that we're living in today?
It says a few different things. I think one, it says that the organization itself is responsive, right, to the needs that are being expressed by its constituents, right, people who read these books. And so a lot of people throughout many years, for now decades, have been saying that while the majority of these books are great, they're fantastic, really love them, some of them do have some really problematic color.
March 2nd only marks Dr. Seuss's birthday, but it's also Read Across America Day, recognized in school districts around the country. 3 of Central Florida school districts told News 6 what their plans are following the announcement by the company. Blackwood County stated they are currently working on an inventory of the Dr. Seuss titles in question and will then work with media specialists on determining the next steps to be taken. Marion County Public Schools said books written by Dr. Seuss will remain in school libraries, and they have no formal challenges to the materials. As for Orange County Public Schools, the district said they are following in the steps of the publishing company and will remove the books from the media center collections. In Orlando, Carolina Cardona, News 6.
All right. I didn't mention the county you spoke of, but at least there's two altogether, Miriam and the one you mentioned, that are just saying, the hell with it.
Why are you welcoming me?
What, damn it.
All right.
Oh.
Are we good?
For all intents and purposes, I mean, I'm about ready to fall asleep at this point myself. I'm waiting.
Especially if we ended, because some of them probably it's late at night, so better go to sleep or something.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to sleep after this. It's going
They're
on.
calling it off?
Huh?
Are you guys calling it off or what?
Calling what off?
I thought we were going to play D&D. I never tried it before, so I was hyped.
Oh,
We're not playing D&D tonight.
We're doing it another night. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we've
All right,
been doing the entire night.
Tomorrow is Saturday, right?
Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday.
How about that?
No, we have 2 live streams.
Oh.
You have 2 live streams.
I'll have to see if I can get a character at least set up. I mean, getting an entire campaign together takes more than one day.
Are you fucking kidding me? I thought it's something we can do in like an hour or so.
No, hell no. No.
D&D
All right.
D&D can take up to days to complete.
That's
Yeah.
what you said. Day or week.
Yeah, it's almost like a part-time job.
Yeah. I'm talking about out of experience.
My interest rate has dropped. All right, whatever. Whenever you're able, just hit me up.
Yeah, well, if anything, we'll at least get some characters done and start figuring some things together. But yeah, in an hour, yeah, that's incredibly wishful thinking. But no, that game takes a long time. But Mandy, did you find anything out? Because Vinny was just talking about Marion County, basically sticking them the middle finger and telling them they're just going to keep it on the shelf. They're not going to worry about it.
I'm looking to see if I can pull up the picture on my phone.
All right.
Coolio, I think I will head out now.
All right. Yeah, have a good night. Because if anything, in the next few, I'm probably going to end the stream because I'm downright exhausted.
Sorry, my phone is acting up. And finally, not a single combi fuck here.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And the National Socialist returns right after the Communist leaves.
I said it again. I'm not a Nazi. I may wear their uniform, which is sexy as fuck.
Hey, so what? You're a femboy instead?
No, I'm a libertarian. Even I have standards.
No, I'm not being loud, so.
Debatable.
I'm not being loud.
Like your nationality.
Well, of course. I'm everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah. Should I show my face? Because some of you may.
Yeah, you can if you want to. I mean, it doesn't matter. I just figured the balaclava just went with the rest of the general.
Yep, he's a femboy.
Oh, he's a cutie.
No, I just saved. Wait, what?
She likes you.
I have a thing for accents.
Plus, she likes men in a uniform.
And he does look sick in that uniform.
I'm just saying, who doesn't like a man in uniform?
Lesbians.
Lesbians. Well, yes, because I think they usually love women to be in uniforms instead. And he
I'm just here to say, twink!
Oh shit, my phone is about to die.
Oh damn! All right. Well, if anything, we'll wrap it.
You're abandoning us again?
Also, by the way, Stalin did everything wrong. Peace.
The
My picture go.
oh,
Okay, so it looks like they removed it off of Facebook.
I told you. See, this is why
Hold
you
on,
don't.
hold on.
Woman, I'm about ready to fall asleep.
Sleep is for the
Maybe
weak.
the next
Caffeine
week
keeps you strong.
pass the hell out. All right, not bad.
Which means they have it.
What we need to do is build culture.
Oh, just the funny thing. Okay,
What?
so y'all know Back to the Future, right?
Yeah.
They actually made it, they finally made it to 2021.
Oh, nice. Not bad. Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna have the broadcast. I'm about ready to fall asleep.
Okay.
All right. Any last words, anybody?
I don't have
Sleep
words.
is for the weak.
Hold on. Let me pull this picture back up.
All right.
We're gonna make me pull this picture back up.
My eternal watch over humanity doesn't sleep. You shouldn't either.
Yeah, right. All right. Good night, everybody.